Welcome back to Taylor's Art. I really do appreciate you watching. So after the last video, I was inundated with a lot of emails and everything and questions and art. So basically let's just run through them. First one, people were telling me it's my best piece I'd ever done. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that, and I actually enjoyed doing that picture as well. The other questions I got was, would I be able to help them by teaching them? Now, teaching is not something I've actually thought about because I don't class myself as a professional, but I've decided that what I'm going to do is change my channel and help people and give you a bit of a guide. So if you have something that you're having difficulty with, then drop us a comment down in the box and I will pick it up and I will make a video on that comment. So it could be shading, it could be colours, it could be rubbers, pencils, whatever the problem you have, or you can't get things into scale. I will do my best to try and help to guide you and try and see if you can improve your artwork. Which gets me on to the next subject, and the next subject is I'm going to do a thing called subscription viewers. So you get your own gallery. So basically what happens is when you draw something and you take a photograph of it, you send it to me and it will be on the video. So you'll get on your TV when you watch the video, or on your tablet, you get to see your artwork with your name on it and what materials you used, and it gets to put round the world. So if you like that, then send your picture in to me. That would be great. But remember, please subscribe, please give us a thumbs up. The more subscriptions I get, the more likes I get, it boosts the channel up and it helps me to make things even better. So first of all, let's just give a quick glimpse of what I'm sort of like talking about. So what we're going to do is talk about, first of all, I'm going to test the paper out. So check this out. Okay, first of all, choose a paper. So I've chosen this one from Claremont because I'm a big fan of their products. So this one is multi-techniques on either paint or alcohol markers or things like that, and you can see it's quite thick as well. So I've chose this one. It's not smooth, or it's slight roughness to it, but this would be like a new product, so basically I'll be giving this one a go. So one of the questions I get asked is, do I draw the picture or do I trace? Now, I don't trace, I draw. So what I do first of all is I do a light outline first of all. Hopefully you can see it well on the camera, and then once I've finished what I like, then I look at the parts that need to be improved, like all these straight lines, the curves and everything need to be improved. So what we're going to do is get a ruler, just an old school ruler sort of thing, just a normal ruler, just nice and cheap. And we're going to just make sure I mean, I was pretty close there actually, just freehand. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this Tombow rubber and just going to raise my line out, and I should use the brush with that really. Then basically I'm going to do is I'll redraw the line in, and I'm using this Derwent precision pencil, which is pump action. It's a little bit harsher than what I used for the original sketch, but what this would do is just sort of help me with the lines. Let's get that brush. Here we go. Derwent brush. It is an eraser as well, but the rubber's rubbish really, to be quite honest. So I just use the brush end of it just to get rid of that rubber. So now we draw a nice straight line, get that all lined up. Happy with that, and then just put a nice line in, and there you go. And as you can see, it's darker than the rest, but we will come back to that in a sec. So the next thing I'm going to do is rub out the other side, and we'll do the same again with the ruler. Just brush that away. No pencil mark. There we go. Now the next thing after this is we've got to do these curves, and we've got to get these curves nice, a lot nicer than what I've drawn them by freehand. Now, so basically all I'm using is one of these like templates of curved circles, and I've got a few of these and that lot, which helps. and it's just a case of finding the right shape to what I've sketched. Because I'm happy with my sketch, it's just a case of just trying to make it neater lines than all wriggly and skew with, and this just straightens it out, neatens up the picture. So I'm going to do the other side as well. Now one of the questions I get asked is, I don't do the drawing on the speed time, the main drawing at the beginning, and the reason for that is because this process here takes one of the longest parts. So if you're going to do a drawing, then what you would do is you will spend more time on doing this part of the drawing than you do the rest. It's trying to make sure everything is exactly accurate to how you want. The better picture you have at the beginning, the better the quality it's going to be at the end. So more time is spent on this, and of course my videos will take such a long time, and people will just turn off halfway through. They won't continue with it. So I always do that in my own time, and of course I don't film over one day. It's over several days. Just get this line in, and then basically I sort of like see if I'm happy with the drawing first of all. If I'm happy with my light sketch, and then I can start improving it. So I mean, don't worry too much, because I'm not going to do the whole thing this sort of like this right now. I'm just trying to demonstrate it for you. So now you can see it's too harsh. So what I'm using now is, this is Faber-Castell's, it's a putty rubber, and what I'm doing is just gently pushing down and just pulling off, and I'm trying to pull off the hardness so it's not so dark and it lightens it up. The reason for this is your pencil lines will come through whatever material you're using, and we don't really want that. So, and you could rub them out as you're going, but it's easy just doing this, and then you lighten them down, making it lighter, because they're just guides for you, really. That's all they are. For when you're adding colour, they're just guides. Now I've still got to do the helmet. As you can see, it's got a lovely curve on it and straight lines, and so that needs to be altered as well. So I'm just going to rub that bit out because I don't like that. So that's better. And yeah, so I've got to do these. I've got to do the helmet, do the straight lines, and also his backpack, his rocket off the back of backpack as well. As you can gather, as you most probably gather from most of the videos, I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan. I've admitted it. I've stood up now. There you go. So basically, yeah, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to just go away. I'm going to draw these up and make them nice and neat, and the rocket here, just straighten them up and everything, and I'll put that in the time-lapse video so you get to see that. And there you go, just the first stage there to give you an idea of what I'm going to do with the videos now. So basically, someone's asked me what I do with first of all my picture, and asked me why I don't do that on time lapse. And the reason for that is it takes a long time to do that first initial picture, so you'll do mistakes, you'll get things slightly wrong. Now what I do in my base pictures is I do a sketch. If I'm happy with it, then I start neatening it up, because the idea is basically if your main drawing is good, it's going to help you a lot later on with the rest of your drawing. If things are out of scale, then the rest of it's going to be out of scale, and your shading will be out. You won't be able to put everything together. So your base picture's got to be good, and that's the first thing. The idea is when you draw your base picture and you draw your first outline, you're happy with it, doesn't matter what you're drawing, pin it up, look at it, and then correct yourself. So look at the picture and think to yourself, right, that doesn't look right. Then re-look at the picture you're actually copying, or the subject you're using, and then
correct it before you start adding any colour or any shades or anything like that. I know a lot of people will try shading straight away. Do a base picture first of all. If your base picture would look like the subject, then you're winning already, and you're making it easier for yourself straight away. So on the next video we'll look at whatever comments you give me. Maybe you want me to carry on with this picture and just time lapse it, then I'll sit there and I'll do that. That's not a problem. Or maybe you've got a comment you want me to carry on that picture and do the shading in, do colouring in of it, and going from that stage. Just put it in the comments. So whatever your problem is, whatever your guidance you want, then just put a comment there and I'll see if I can help you and guide you through it. And do remember, when you've done a picture and that lot and you're happy with it and that lot and you want to show it, you want to show your work, then send me an email with your picture, with the materials you used and your name if you wish to use it, age if you wish to use it, it's not a problem. And then I will include that in the video, and we'll call that the viewers gallery. Yeah, so at the end of my videos I'd have the viewers gallery and you'll get to see your artwork in one of my videos. So happy drawing, keep yourself safe, until next time.